this. LeBron James, a step closer to making his season debut. Remember, he's been sick. That's a nerve condition that can affect your back, your glutes, your legs. He's not been traveling with the team since his diagnosis while he recovers. And Shams reported on Wednesday that he's not going to go on the Lakers' 5-game upcoming road trip. But what is the latest that you're hearing here, Shams, on his recovery and his progress?
LeBron James has been fully cleared for full contact basketball activities, and the Lakers will be reevaluating him in about 1 to 2 weeks. So, like you just mentioned, Malika, he won't be traveling on the Lakers' 5-game week-long road trip that starts in Atlanta this weekend. But this now sets the stage for him to progress to 5-on-5 live action, potentially as soon as next week, maybe with the G League South Bay team. He has been doing individual work. I'm told even some one-on-one action recently. But the next step for him is to do 5-on-5. It could come next week or when the Lakers come back from their road trip on November 16th. Then maybe you see him get in with the main team. But the Lakers and LeBron James are still operating that he will be making his season debut at some point here in November, around mid-month. But listen, we're in uncharted territory with a player that's about to turn 41 next month and in year 23.
Oh yeah, 1 to 2 weeks is what you had posted on social media for a reevaluation. So we are inching closer to seeing LeBron James make the historic debut this season. Shams, thank you so very much. I want to bring it inside our Los Angeles studio here with Bobby Marks and Kendrick Perkins. Perk, we're hearing we're one step closer to seeing LeBron after what we saw last night.
I bet we are. I want to come back too. After watching the Lakers look like eye candy, yeah, he want to come back. After watching Luka playing the way that he's playing at an MVP level, Austin, him, Reeves doing his thing, playing at an all-NBA level, when LeBron gets back, it's just going to elevate the Lakers even more. Now, I believe he's going to take a lesser role, right? I believe he's going to become the third option on the team behind the best duo in the league in Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. That's what I do believe.
I don't know about that.
And that's okay. I mean, look, that we could debate this another day. Here's why I'm saying this. LeBron James could impact the game in so many areas. Do I think he needs to be the primary ball handler? Absolutely not. But we could see LeBron James at the forward position being a screener, being a roller, right? And being a guy that could play off the ball, a spot-up three-point shooter. His percentages have been up through the roof his last 2 years. So when I say a lesser role, I'm just saying not dominating the ball as we grown accustomed of watching LeBron dominate the ball, because he got two guys that he trusts, Luka and Austin Reeves.
I think what's it going to do to the starting lineup? I think that's going to be the biggest question here.
Sure.
You're probably going to see Mark Smart likely come off the bench now, who's now been starting. You put LeBron next to Jamar. It's basically the same lineup we saw last year. Now you just take Jackson Hayes out and put DeAndre Ayton here. But here's the deal, Perk. If you can acquire a player in November and give up nothing, who's averaged 24, 8, and 8 last year, you could do it, and he will fit in seamlessly here. I think the best thing, Malik, also is that they've had 7 different starting lineups to start this year in 9 games. It's almost a blessing in disguise that he's been out, because it has given J.J. Redick a lot of optionality to kind of mix and match as far as with the roster.
You know what else is giving J.J. Redick an opportunity to do? Develop something that the Lakers haven't had in 5 or 6 years, an identity and culture. And now Braun is sitting back and saying, man, you know what? We actually got something. We actually got these guys playing. JJ actually have these guys playing at an elite level. So again, adding those 24 points, adding those 7.5 to 8 rebounds, that's going to always be there. It might be a dip in an assist because he's going to be more of the receiver more than a quarterback.
You're saying take it. So Luka was undefeated against Wemby as a Maverick, and last night we got our first matchup with Luka versus Wemby, Luka in purple and gold, and here is how it went down. It wasn't the best night for Victor, but we did get a couple of highlights. Here we got a jam. Bronny James made a business decision there.
He's going to make highlights by accident.
Did you ever have to defend him, Robin?
No, I never did. I was on the bench. I watched Brooke defend him, and that gave me a lot of pleasure.
Well, as much pleasure as this move from Luka gave LeBron and Austin Reeves there. Love that reaction on the bench. But this might have been the highlight of the night here. How did he find Rui on that perk?
It looked like
I don't know. It's only a few players that can make that pass.
It looked like an accident until it got to Rui's hand.
He said, no, that's all vision, all goggles. Luka doing the celebration there. Also, he was connecting with his big men all night, though. Here in the third quarter, Doncic finds DeAndre Ayton here for a nice lob.
He's been great for Ayton. He's been very great for Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, Jackson
Trying to unlock
Hayes.
Jackson Hayes.
Throwing it down. Luka now has 6 alley-oop assists this season. That's tied with Cade Cunningham for the most in the NBA. The fourth quarter, this is where things got good. All right, we got 2.5 to play here. The Lakers down 2. Luka Doncic hits the step-back 3.
Over a tough defender, Stephon Castle. The separation.
That's why he's got the mean mug here. And then watch Victor here. He drives, barrels into Rui for the charge. Just one more look at this one here. Yep, Rui's definitely set. So Wemby registers his first career game with multiple charges, and on that play, he fouls out. So 6 seconds left. The Spurs down 4. Stephon Castle misses the 3. Kelly Olynyk cleans it up, puts it in. 1.2 seconds left. Watch Marcus Smart's foot here. His left foot not behind the line all the way. So it's going to be Spurs ball underneath the basket, and Luka Doncic can't believe it. Marcus thinking not so smart. But final chance here, Julian Champagny can't get it to go, but he is fouled here on this play. 2/10 left. Another look at this one. So Champagny heads to the free throw line. Okay, he misses the first. Lakers fans start to celebrate, so the Spurs need a tip in on the second. A good miss here, Keldon Johnson almost tips it in.
That's no time.
Can't quite get it to go.
They lucky Wemby wasn't on the floor for that tip in.
That's true. That's true.
Now, Luka has now scored 200 points in 5 games this season, 40 a game. That's the third most points in the first 5 games of a season in NBA history, behind only a pair of Wilt games. Whenever you're in Wilt company, you're doing all right here. Perk, what else is there to say about Luka's start to the season here?
Where you want me to start? Luka is home. Luka is finally home. The furniture's moved in. The dishes are up in the cabinets. He's real cozy, and you can relate to this as being, you know what I mean? He's finally being able to lay on the couch, rub his feet together, and pass gas in his house. Damn it, he's getting it in.
I didn't know that's the metaphor we were going with.
And look, yes, he's going to have the points, the assists, the rebound. We get that. Last night, I was expecting Wemby to be the best defensive player on the floor. That happened to be Luka. 5 steals, 2 blocks. Luka Doncic all over the place, making the impact. I'm saying, Luka is really out here, and he's playing with this type of force, and he's on a mission. And we talk about the revenge tour. Yes, that was a prime example last night, primetime action going against an elite team in the West and in the league in the San Antonio Spurs.
What did you see, Robin?
I saw the Lakers. They've been comfortable, and that's what you were talking about. Last season, you could tell Luka wasn't comfortable.
Right.
And this season,
Yep.
they're playing. I like to call it's snow time. It feels like, it's not quite showtime, but they've got something going on the court. It's fun. There's energy.
And you're doing snow angels. That's the idea.
Absolutely, yeah.
There you go. Well, you mentioned that you thought Wemby was going to be the best defensive player on the floor. Luka Doncic put on a clinic really on both ends here. Wemby, he did go for 19 points, 8 boards, just 1 block, which by Wemby standards, all amongst his lowest outputs in these categories this season. So let's take a listen together to Victor on his takeaway from this game.
Feels like the game is going fast somehow. Feels like the game has as we got better as a team, and as all of us got better individually as well, it's like the opponents have stepped up in some ways defensively, and I feel in a way that the game feels fast right now. So we're gonna catch up on it, of course, but it's on us to see how quick.
I always appreciate how insightful Victor is right after games, right? And he was playing at an otherworldly pace to start the season. In the past 2 games, maybe he's come down to earth just a little bit. But again, this is all by Victor standards. So Robin, when he talks about the speed of the game, can you tell us what that actually means when he says he feels like he's getting sped up?
I know that's something that he was talking about with Mitch Johnson at the beginning of the season. They were emphasizing.
There you go.
And appreciate it, Craig. That's my vet. He's still a vet. And what he's talking about, he's got to take his time to survey the floor because he's going to have a whole lot of defenses thrown at him. And the Lakers are throwing, I think they had Marcus Smart, they had a bunch of little guys on him.
Right.
And what he needs to focus on is finding out where that help is coming from.
Right.
Because if he draws 2, he's got to get off of it.
So what does that actually look like on the floor? Let's take a look here together of what exactly that looks like. So Robin, this is what you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Walk us through it.
Marcus Smart's there. He's trying to make him uncomfortable. And the second one, he catches it. You turn face. Young fella's pulled all the way over, and Keldon Johnson is wide open in the middle of the paint. But Wemby hasn't turned to face the basket.
Right.
And that's something I had to learn to do as a young big. Now, I was never at his usage rate, but just turn around, take a look, and survey the court. See how the defense is playing you.
And then what do you see here, Perk?
Well, one, look at the fight that Rui's putting up.
Yeah.
Okay, he forces him off the block. Look, this is part of being great. You're going to attract a whole lot of hands and bodies. So the trap is here. The next step is being able to make guys better. That pass is not it. Now, I will say this. This is what I expected, right? Teams are going to trap them. All great bigs have went through this and had to learn. De'Aaron Fox is going to help him in this category when he returns.
I'm very curious. What it seems to me is that when he's saying the game is sped up, doubles are coming at him faster, right? That's what it seems like he's saying.
And the worst thing in the world, and Big Robin to tell you this, is that we up top all day. But when the guard's getting into your legs, that is a big man worst nightmare. So again, it's about putting him in position of where he can't be doubled. You saw Michael Malone. He used to put Jokic at the free throw line. KD started going to the free throw line. So because it's hard to double at that angle, but you need a point guard out there on the floor.
Right.
Because Stephon Castle is young to help him and put him in those positions.
Just help him get a little bit more organized. Do you feel the same way? I would think that, when you got a smaller guy on you, just turn around and shoot over him. It's not that easy.
It's not something you're accustomed to. You're used to guarding a big guy, like Perk said. But when you get a guard, it makes you second guess yourself a little bit.
Here's what I know is going to happen, right? Because we know Victor, ultimate competitor here. What's going to happen next for Victor? He's going to study the film. He's going to obsess over how he can get better. That is what's going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen next here, though. So why don't we play that game? Day-to-day starts right now. We begin our show with breaking news out of Brooklyn. Former NBA player and assistant coach